Hi, I'm happy to be here with Chris from Arbor Snowboards, and he's going to present the Arbor Splitboard line. So it would be good if you start like, what is the board perfect for? Which kind of splitboarding, like high alpine, free ride, freestyle,
Okay.
or Nordic splitboarding maybe?
Okay.
So just start with the board one after the
Okay.
next, and then yeah.
Okay, so first one up in the line is our Bryan Iguchi Pro Splitboard. It's a Cambered Splitboard, obviously based on the Bryan Iguchi Pro Solid. The differences from this board as opposed to the Solid are that it has a lot more taper. So that's obviously going to make the board sink a lot better on the back foot, and is going to help you get some good lift on the nose. It's a cambered split board using our camber system, so we have additional contact points in the area of the bindings, and we have upright fenders on nose and tail, outside contact points, so these outside contact points are lifted by 3 degrees here. Yeah, this would be very good for high alpine snowboarding, of course. It's good in deeper POW. You could pretty much use it anywhere you want to take this to, and for anyone who enjoys the solid Briny Iguchi camber board, this would be the split board option for them. The next one in the line is our women's model. So this is the Swoon split board, also based on the Swoon solid. What's different towards the solid here is that we have what we call the reclined parabolic rocker. So the rocker is a lot flatter in the tail and shifted. The angle of the rocker line is shifted a little bit towards the tail. So that's going to give you very good lift in deeper snow. Due to the reclined parabolic rocker, you're going to get a lot of snow skin contact while hiking up. We also use the system, in this case the system rocker, so you don't have any upright fenders, but you still do have the additional contact points, which we call grip text, so that's going to give you really good edge hold. This is also kind of any day split board for your split boarding tour, either in high alpine regions, but also if you want to take your board for a spin somewhere close to your home mountain or in your backyard or something. Comes with a bamboo top sheet that gives you really good pop still. Last but not least, we have our Coda split board, and the Coda has been redesigned for next year. So we switched this profile from rocker to camber, and this is the first model where we don't use upright fenders on the outside contact points. We call this the 4-point no fender design. So outside contact point and additional grip tech contact points are not lifted at all. So this is gonna really give you great edge hold, especially when it gets icy, when you need to traverse. So this would be your high-end kind of like high alpine split board for tours when you know it might be a little tougher, especially the hike up. Also when you're trying to access some tougher terrain maybe. This should be the thing to go for. What's not perfect about these boards yet is that we still have these screwed through clips here. We're going to change that for production. So there's going to be inserts in here with which the clips work. So no screws on the base. This is all going to be one base in the production line for next year. And yeah, that pretty much sums up our splitboarding line for 2021.
Yeah, sounds good. So why should I take an Arbor Splitboard instead of a different brand?
Well, that's a nice question, but we feel that pretty much every legitimate snowboard brand makes decent products by now. So you could still go for any other brand. What I can offer with the Arbor Splitboards is very good durability, very high quality. We're not the lightest split boards on the market, we know that, but our split boards will last you a long time. They will work really well.
Okay. What about sustainability? If you should rank your splitboard in a range of 1, which is not sustainable, up to 10, which is absolutely sustainable, where would you place it?
I would probably give it an 8 or a 9 maybe. Reasons being, our production facility is probably number 1 in that regard, because by May of this year, the factory is going to run on 100% solar power. So they're building that solar park right now. As many of you might know, we produce these boards at SWS in Dubai, and we get asked a lot of questions, why do you guys produce in Dubai? There's various reasons for it. Number 1 being, we want to work on solar energy, and there is a lot of sunshine in Dubai. We reuse all the water that is being used there, so that's also getting filtered and is being reused. We try to produce as little as possible waste. So for example, if you look at our wood veneers, those are not being sliced and then sanded down, but instead we use a machine with high water pressure that cuts the veneer to the thickness that'll end up on the board in the end. So it's 100% accurate, and it's going to be just like that when it comes out of the machine. So we can just laminate it on top of the core. We try to use a lot of non-artificial, non-toxic materials. So we use bio-resin in order to glue the boards together. We use bioplastic top sheets. We recycle all the steel edges. We factory tune the boards with wet wax, which is also plant-based.
What about I start splitboarding as a newcomer? And well, I'm thinking about durability because it's a pretty big investment.
Yeah.
So what can I expect from one of your boards? Like 5 years, 80,000 altimeters, 2 years? I mean, if I don't hit a rock or something.
Yeah.
Just normal use.
Normal use, it depends on how often you go, but like I said, due to the construction of our boards with the wood veneers, the power ply as we call it, this is not just looks. Depending on what wood you use, you're going to get different riding characteristics. So, for example, on the Koda, we use a walnut, which is very durable, a little bit stiffer. But also on the other boards, bamboo here. Bamboo is going to maintain spring for a really long time, and ash on the Bryan Iguchi boards. Those should last you for a good while. I mean, look at our team riders. They do a lot of splitboarding, and they sometimes use their boards for 2 or 3 seasons, and they go almost every day. So I would say for an average customer, you could target somewhere in between 5 to 6 years. If you don't hit a rock, if you take good care of your boards, if you get the edges sharpened often enough, if you wax it often enough, it should last you for a good amount of time. So yeah.
Okay. And what about the best way to purchase one of your boards? Is it via online? Is it at the dealer? Or do I have the possibility to test your boards before I buy it? Or how is it?
I think it depends on the whether you know what you're looking for already, or if you don't know that. If you're completely new to splitboarding and you're looking for a board to invest into and to buy, I would say you should definitely go for the expertise of brick and mortar stores. So walk into a store, talk to the guys at the store, get a very good information from them, and to figure out what kind of splitboard you want and what you really need and what suits your riding style, your abilities, and what you want to do with your splitboard best. I would say it definitely helps to try out the boards before you buy one. As you said, it's a pretty big investment. Good ways to try it in Europe would be, for example, at the Climb the Mountain event, which is a 3-day or 2-day event, I forget, where you can test all the boards. Also, you could go to the Splitboarding Festival in mid-January.
What about service? If there's some problem with the board due to production reasons or something, how do you deal with your customers when something happens?
Well, we offer a 3-year warranty on the boards.
This process for me sounds like taking a while. We are looking at it, and once it gets approved, how many times will I be without the board?
It usually takes I would say 3 to 4 days maybe.
Okay.
If we get all the info at once, showing us the defect of the board. We also always need the registration number, the size. Also, we're always asking for fully detailed shots of top and base, just to outrule that somebody hit a rock or something and simply doesn't show us, because delamination can also occur when you hit something. But once we have all that info, it goes pretty quickly usually.
Okay.
And then we'll exchange it right away if we still have it in stock. Otherwise, we will refund you, or what we do a lot of the times is we offer you to exchange the board in the next season once it's back in stock. So those are the options. We can also try to help you get your board fixed or repaired. We have very good service people that we work with that can sometimes perform miracles on boards where you might think they're almost done already. So yeah, those would be the ways to get a warranty claim approved or to get your board repaired if it's needed.
Yeah, sounds pretty good, everything.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks very much for showing up.